Hey, it's Ghost. Welcome back to the channel. Gonna open up another box of Gothic here on the channel. Appreciate you joining me. Check out this new playmat we just got in, courtesy of Collector Art House, producing these pretty rad playmats with the Severine avatars. Alright, so Gothic. Let's talk a little bit about how things have been with the openings and the selling and Crackin packs, what the experience has been like. Oh, I forgot this little guy. So today is December 17th, and we've had Gothic for a little while. We've had a couple of Rudy videos come out, talking about the market, talking about sales data and kind of where we sit and kind of what the market's been like. And I've had about 52 boxes worth of Gothic. I'm going to just take these out of the box. About 52 boxes of Gothic worth of singles listed in various places, eBay, Discord, but mostly on TCG Player Marketplace. So this looks interesting. I don't know if that was supposed to go there. Alright, we're just going to get to it. Appreciate the art as always. See if we can get some good hits. The last Gothic box wasn't the best box overall, but maybe we can do something. Let's see how this goes. So yeah, pretty cool milestone for the channel. Last week we did our first live. Pretty cool. Had a giveaway where Oso took down a Dragon Lord box, and it had a Shrine of the Dragon Lord in it. That was pretty cool. Sentinel Trap to start out. Oh, alright. First foil right out the gate is going to be Onslaught. Pretty cool. Juan art on that one. Pretty sweet. Over there in that cool pile. Pith Imp, Gossamer Ghost, looking for the Curio in that one. Yeah, so we did our first live, and Oso won the Dragon Lord, had the Shrine of the Dragon Lord foil in it, which was pretty cool to get a pretty awesome rad hit. And we also gave away a couple other things, one of them being 6 packs of Arthurian Legends, and well, since then, we opened the rest of that AL box, and it was really funny because, ooh, how I love that art on that avatar right there. But it was pretty funny. I mean, maybe not so funny, but at least it was a giveaway where we did 6 packs in the giveaway, and there was a Vivian, the Enchantress non-foil, and no foils were pulled. But since then, we opened the rest of those packs, and I can tell you it was a definitely a doo-doo box, and there was nothing really to speak of hanging out in there. So didn't really miss out too much there for the winner. So yeah, giveaway was to celebrate the new Discord and get some more members who crossed the 200 member threshold, which is pretty cool. I think we're creating a pretty neat space, so I'll have the link if you're late to the party. Oh, another avatar. I really like this about Gothic, especially I'm hearing that the limited experience in drafting is actually like tons of fun, even though it hasn't been advertised as a limited focus set like Arthurian Legends was. And one of the things when we did our little mini sealed event that was really cool, oh Lord of Greed, was that we all pulled an avatar and we got to do more than just Spellslinger. So I thought that was pretty rad. And there's 2 packs in a row where we have an avatar that you could try out, build a deck around. Snallygaster, Bone Spear's cool card. Monks. We have a foil here. 2 packs in a row with a foil. This one, Emil. Whoa, my god! Unique foil in, what's that, the 3rd pack? Saint of Redemption. Hell yeah. No minion is evil, but all enter the realm tapped. Look at that art! Oh, that's special. You remember when we were opening Shard Bugs and we used to say that if you got one of the secret rares in the first in the first couple packs. Well, we kind of tried to speak it into existence that you had a better chance than not of getting another one. It didn't always happen, but it was kind of cool. So in Gothic, the fact that you can kind of get 2 and sometimes 3 unique foils, let's see if we can do it again. I think that's a pretty cool card to get in the unique foil. That Gravedigger, Thumbscrews, Dark Alley, do a Blade of Thorns. Keep her on going. The Slug, Anger Mob. Oh, I keep thinking we have another foil. And we don't, but look at that, man. The Quentin Hoover art that they chose to use in this set, just phenomenal. Yeah, really, really cool. All right, kind of lost the train of thought there, pulling a unique foil. But yeah, talking about the market. So yeah, I've been listed on TCG Player for, as close to release as I could get. Look at that, another Avatar. That's the Macho Man one, Persecutor. Been listed on TCG Player, and out of nowhere, about 4 days ago, the Gothic non-foil uniques started selling, and they started selling pretty much en masse. The only problem is that prices kept going down and down and down, even though you had people finally buying the Gothic non-foil uniques en masse. So I actually had to, we need that in a curio. I actually had to increase the floor of my pricing because I don't want to sell out of the 2 and 3 copies of non-foil uniques that I have from only, quote-unquote, only opening about 50 boxes. So raise the floor, because I think in a couple of weeks, we're 8 days away from Christmas. We talked a little bit in the last video about kind of why people aren't spending, or maybe, they bought so much on Black Friday at the fire sale prices. Everyone bought boxes that might be buying singles. I don't know, 8 days from Christmas. I think in the new year we're going to start seeing a lot more people building decks, and then there's going to be some local events and tournaments that are going to test them out. There's a Dread Thicket. But I will tell you that for a few days there until I raised the prices, these things started moving. And they started moving 2 at a time. And if you know about this little guy, your spellbook and atlas can only contain matching pairs of uniques, and you start with only 2 spells and 2 sights in hand. Interesting. So normally, I've been listing Beta and Arthurian Legends non-foil uniques, kind of been the bread and butter over the past 6 months, and you'll sell a whole bunch of them, but you'll sell them 1 at a time. And now, most of my orders have been 2 at a time. And speaking of Arthurian Legends, I think the bulk of my orders in the last 2 days, especially after raising my prices on Gothic singles, has just been, I've been absolutely getting crushed on my Arthurian Legends. I'm totally out of rings. I'm totally out of Great Famines, a whole bunch of other cards. Oh, look at that. That's a great, great unique sight. Once on each player's turn, they may sacrifice a minion here to gain 2. Kind of works really well in a skeleton deck. Awesome. Okay. Keeping on going. Yeah, so I think just a few days ago, people started buying en masse, and it's just really interesting to see, when people started buying, the prices still kept going down, and some of these non-foil uniques that there's only like 30 or 40 listed, period, and because of pull rates on 110 different uniques in the set, some of them are down to like $3 already, which makes no sense. But I think we're gonna see the meta start to shake out. Oh, there's another one that we would love to see a curio in. We're gonna see the meta start to shape out, and Lord of Lies, that's nice. People are gonna start buying a lot more, and when people really start buying, and it's not just a few people, those are gonna sell out pretty quick, I think, you guys. I don't know. Tell me if you think I'm wrong, but I'm betting on it and raising my prices to $15 on a lot of these. If they're $10 and below, yeah, I don't think I'm interested. I don't think I'm interested in getting blown out for that. But yeah, at the same time though, I can see why anybody would be trying to sell, you know, as much as they can, make up for some, you know, the amount of money they spend on boxes. Because still, a couple of bucks, $6 for a non-foil unique. I mean, even if we don't know if it's good or not, it's not so bad. And those add up. You get 7 in a box. I mean, that's decent money back. But what did we do? Oh, there's a Rat King as the elite. Okay. But I will tell you what has not been selling yet, and that is the foils. Anything other than a few few foil uniques. If you price the foil uniques at the right price, they will sell. But if you don't, they won't. What is the right price? Well, I've sold a few different cards for about $125. I think that's where we're at right now with most of the foil uniques. Oh, we got a foil here. Exceptional. Awesome. That's such a cool card. Cool art. Look at that. But anything other than non-foil uniques being priced at the right price, you know, not moving. And I don't know what conclusions to draw about the fact that non-foil uniques have really picked up. I don't know about playsets because I don't have all my stuff sorted out yet enough to make them and try to sell them. Ooh, there's a Toolbox is a great card. Sacrifice it to cast an ordinary spell from your collection. That's kind of cool. I'm going to set that one off to the side. So yeah, I really don't know what to conclude about the fact... Ooh, Army of the Dead, unique, non-foil. That's awesome. But I don't think we're ready to conclude anything about why people are buying all the non-foil uniques but not going after foils just yet. Unless, and here's my theory, my working theory that I just thought of about an hour ago, is that it's the players driving the train on this and not necessarily the collectors. So collectors trying to collect a set of foils... I mean, you had Eric himself saying it was going to be a really daunting task to collect a full set, and I think there's a lot of set collectors out there. I'm a set collector. I'm not trying to collect a full set yet. Maybe at some point. Am I tainted by the experience of Arthurian Legends? I'm not sure. Alright, Alabaster Box, Elite. But yeah, I mean, I talked a few videos ago about how when I was at SCG Con in, I think it was the Baltimore wrap-up video. Oh, Gift of the Frog. Oh, here we go with a foil. I ruined it. Foil Dreadwing. Ordinary. Ordinaries are hard to pull. Ordinaries are the new exceptionals. So we're calling the exceptionals exceptionaries. Alright, Grief Larva. Freeze, Drowned. Oh, again with that art. And a Search Party. So yeah, that Baltimore video, that Baltimore wrap-up, where people were coming to play the game first, and I was wondering if we were going to see a shift in, like, you know, come for the game and stay for the collecting. And I don't know if the indications of how the market's moving mean that or not. But I really think, based on what orders I'm seeing, that it's players driving the purchases so far, building their decks. Defiler Spire. Now there's a really cool looking art and cool card. Psyched Occupied by Evil. Have at the end of your turn you lose 1 life. Like, how is that not going to be a popular card? And it's in air. Yeah, so maybe we're seeing the shift happen right now, real time, where. Who's coming to join the game? Are they coming to join the game because they're seeing the art and the box openings? Or are they coming to try a new game out? I don't know. But I do know that when I see the types of cards that are selling, it's not prominent or predominantly the who I would imagine the collectors. You know, we've got a whole bunch of curios getting pulled, it feels like. Found 7 so far. Is that really the number? Bunch of curios hitting the marketplace all at once. You'd think the collectors would be scooping those up, especially for the prices. City of Plenty. Unique site. I like this one a lot. So if you have water, provides 2 instead, but also provides 1 for your opponent. So I'm not a fan of helping your opponent, but that 2 is something. That 2 is something. Ramp yourself. Lash. Cemetery Rats. Is anybody building a rat deck with the Pied Piper? That would be pretty cool. Yeah, so looking at the market, looking at TCG Player and where things are, honestly, guys, I think I'm going to start buying up some of the supply on TCG Player. You know, you've got only 8 non-foil uniques right now are sitting above $20, and then it's an additional 26 that are above $10, and the average of 962. I mean, the prices are super low, but there also aren't very many, and there are people buying, right? Black Cat, love that. I think that's going to be in a lot of decks because of the has 9 lives and determine opponent's random outcomes. Alright, Landmass is a really good ordinary. Ugh, Quentin Hoover art again, look at that. Angry Mob, Gift of the Serpent. I was really thinking that there was going to be a curio for each of the gifts. I wonder how it's going to go. I wonder if 7's the number. Moving on. Yeah, so right now, if you list the non-foil uniques in their pricing, the top one is Ether Core, and it's sitting right at $60. And then you've got the Char, Oompa Loompa, Oomphalos, whatever. That one's sitting at $40. And then you got Key to the City sitting there at $35. Now that one's a surprise to me because I like that card a lot, and I think that might actually be the better and more important card to both gameplay and, I mean, honestly, to collect. In the Ether Core, you gotta have it in the Void or on that one site called the Void in order for it to do anything. And there's a whole lot of Void Walk stuff going on. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure if Ether Core, just because it's got the word core in it, is going to stay in that top dog spot. Kind of like how I thought that Amulet was going to be better than the Ring for Arthurian Legends. And it obviously did not turn out that way. So yeah, the other ones are the other follows. Those ones are all above $20. But the one of the cards that was surprising to me at $19 is the Archangel Michael, and that's the only one that's holding any value. It was really interesting to me because I think those were kind of hard to pull. What do we got? Oh, what? Look at that! Another Defiler Spire? Weird. So weird stuff like that happens with Gothic. Really interesting. So like 52 boxes, there's still 4 non-foil uniques that I haven't opened. And that's crazy, because you would think that after 52 boxes that you'd be selling a couple of play sets. Especially, I mean, 110 uniques is totaling up 1,020 right now on TCG Player to buy a full set. That seems really good. I mean, for that many uniques. I think AL had half that number. Those Who Linger, Fallen Angel. Man, we're looking at all these cards here that have curio options, potential. Oh, Evil Twin. Now this is pretty sweet. This is another one. I mean, I'm not going to be able to find this most likely on the list, but Evil Twin is, oh, found it. It is $6. $6 for this card, and it enters the realm as an evil copy of an enemy minion and strikes first if they fight. So you're telling me that I can copy my opponent's minion. It's evil, so I can get all the benefits of that, and then it's got strike first. It's got its own little Rongo Nimiad thing. I don't know. Like, how is that $6? I don't think it should be, and I don't think it's going to be. I think as soon as Christmas is over, as soon as the new year hits, and we're starting to look at 3 or 4 different tournaments coming up, I think this stuff's going to start selling out. I think it's going to be really hard to get at least a few of the non-foil uniques at any kind of affordable price. And it might stay that way, too. We might not even get to see a lull. I mean, you remember people selling Rings of Morrigan for like $30? I don't, is that what we're looking at right now for Gothic? Man, I love those dual sights. Hemogolem. Okay. Martyrs of Tomorrow. There's cool art on that. Static Servant. Alright. What do you think? Do you think we can get another unique foil? We gotta start picking up the pace here. So you got a couple SCG cons coming up. Like we talked about, the company announced that Dragonlord's only going to be available in Atlanta, which is the weekend of the 11th of January. So we're going to come up pretty quick on that. Ersatz Plats. We're going to start coming up real quick on tournaments and seeing how this meta is going to shake out. And there's already some online leagues that you can join and be a part of. Oh, we got a foil. And that are starting to test things out. And it'd be really interesting. Oh, no, this is not. This is Severine. I thought this was a site. Let's go from the top. Severine. Consecrate. Now, this art is something incredible. I think that foiling is just amazing. Look at that. Wow. Consecrate right there. All right, that's our 5th foil. Let's hope it's not all of our foils, because, you know, that's also a thing with Gothic. But I've been fortunate enough to not have any less or any fewer than 6 foils in a box. I've also never once pulled a double foil in a pack. And I would love to get a lotto pack, because I'm refusing to call them God packs. Overflow, Ghostfire. I also haven't pulled a Curio yet, you guys. Narrowly missed out on one on Holland's stream a couple weeks, or about a week ago. But them's the breaks, right? Bitter Departed. Yeah, that's what it looks like right there. Centerfee into a Stitched Abomination. I think this would be a really cool one to put in a deck. I don't know how the hell I would do it, but just for the memes. Oh, again with Quentin Hoover's art in this set. Again, look at that. Let me just put those side by side for a second. I mean, it's just super cool, isn't it? I think so. Alright. Gift of the Raven. Doesn't it look like there could be something sitting there, kind of like the bow is for the Gift of the Frog? Just, I don't know. Somebody posted in Reddit a theory about the 7 curios and linking them to the 7 deadly sins. And I thought it was a cool, interesting read, a nice conversation starter. Go check that out. It looked pretty cool, you know? 7 deadly sins, 7 curios. It could make a whole lot of sense. I just think, for the most part, they're a little bit of a stretch. I don't have the details, of course, because why would I? Alright, Plague Rat. Again, rats. Look at how cool that looks. Okay. Yeah, so we're trying to decide if we're going to make the big, long journey to any of the SCG cons coming up, or if we're just going to save for SCG Con in Indianapolis in, that's February, right? I'm getting them all confused. Trophy Room, unique site. Provides an additional 1 for each unique minion in opponent's cemetery. I don't know if that one's going to get played too much. Unless you're playing against a duplicator, right? Ooh, Elite. All right, here we go. Elite Foil Call of the Sea. So we got an Elite and a Unique in the box. That's great. It's always nice to pull that Unique foil first. But look at that art. Yes! And guys, the card quality overall has been really good, but there's still some issues, and I'm a little bit disappointed about them, but for the most part, things that I've pulled have been great. Some of the stuff that I've traded for, maybe not so much. But yeah, do everybody a favor, you guys. If you're selling on TCG Player, if you're doing trades, really got to be upfront about cards that have print lines and stuff, because that is just so frustrating. And you know, most of us will just offer a little less, right? But just kind of sneak it in there, man, it just leaves a bad taste in your mouth and makes you never want to do a deal ever again. Alright, Lord of Fear, Elite Demon. Enemies can't defend alone. Now, I get that that's a real high price to pay, but, I mean, again, there's so many cool cards in this set. Alright. Return to Nature is cool. Be interested to hear y'all's experience cracking Gothic. I know I saw Broseph opened up a whole bunch and got a nice curio. Oso had a few boxes he opened and ended up doing really well as well. Alright, keeping on going. A few more packs here. I think my favorite card so far is this little guy. I really like the Judge promo art, but this art is also really, really, really good. That's probably my favorite card in the set, and I think that's the only one that I've acquired for collecting and keeping at this point. There's an Elite Angel. Ooh, Gift of the Frog, no bow. No bow on the Gift of the Frog. Alright. A few more packs. Active Volcano. Interested to hear what you guys think about these, especially in the foil. With the exceptionals coming out at the ordinary rates, are we going to have the market completely flooded with those? I mean, so far, maybe. But what would it take to get the prices up to like what happened with beta? That's an interesting discussion. Did you hear that somebody bought like hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of Moss Trolls one by one on TCG Player? So there's a rumor that we have found the curio somewhere and someone's just hiding it, keeping it to themselves. I think there was another card too I read today. Somebody had bought 200 copies of all at once on the same day. I don't know. I haven't heard any gouge. Cursed Iron, that's a great one. I like that. That was one of the arts that was revealed. Would really like to see a second unique foil in a box. Alright. So yeah, what else with the market? So every couple days I'm going in and repricing, especially the foils, and the foils keep going down, and no one's... Ooh, our Dr. Demetrius, that's a nice unique right there. The foils keep going down slowly but surely, and eventually we'll find the price point where the collectors are going to get involved. Nothing I can see there. Nothing we can see there. But honestly, I think what's going to happen is that, and this is I think what's going to drive me to make the decision to go to one or more of the SCG cons, and that's my experience bringing all my foils to the last couple was that, you know, some of the ones that you don't really sell online, people are buying them in person, and it's to foil out their decks. But who's going to want to foil out their decks when they don't have their decks figured out? So, you know, if you're at the tournament and you finally got your deck pretty much solidified, why not bling it out? Especially if you can get them for pretty cheap, you know, especially the ordinaries and exceptionals. Oh, there's another avatar. I feel like we actually have pulled a lot fewer avatars than I'm used to. But, oh, yeah, speak of the devil, there is an elite avatar right there. Blade Dancer. I've seen some good things about this guy being created in some decks. Crawler. Oh, wow, look at that. Second elite foil in the box, and it's a silver bullet. Sacrifice to cast an exceptional spell from your collection. That's pretty cool. Alright, 2 elite foils. 2 elite foils in this box. And a unique foil. I mean, there's really no complaining about that. I think really like to see a Key to the City in the non-foil. Ether Core, probably. Kind of get the non-foil uniques up a little bit in value. Maybe a couple of those Oompa Loompas. Really nice if we could pull a curio. Got 4 packs left. 4 packs left here. Alright. Sturmgeist Elite. Rowdy Boys foil, exceptional, exceptionary. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 foils. 8 foils. 3 packs to go. 8 foils. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 non-foils. I don't know. Should I just stop and then sell these as loose packs? No, we don't do that either, you guys. We definitely do not do that, because this is Sorcery, and it ain't over till the last pack is opened. Book burners, and we have learned that time and time again. That is for sure. Alright, getting there. So this is actually the first box in a new case of 6. I don't know if we're going to crack them for funsies or if there'll be the box openings for the channel. Kind of just play it by ear. Usually open up a bunch. There's an elite site, Boulevard of Bones. That's a cool one in foil as well. Alright. Last pack magic. Do you think there's a chance we could get another foil? Bring it up to 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Could we get 9? Could we get... Man, imagine getting an all foil pack in the last pack. That would be pretty sick. Alright, Skelly Mage, Consecrate. Ether Amoeba is not gonna be another unique. Alright, can we get... Oh, we did! Look at, we got another foil. Oh boy, that's gonna be cool. Undesirables. Gift of the Wolf. I just sold one of these in foil. It's an $11 card in foil as an ordinary. I don't know if that's low or high. Just sold it a few minutes ago. Oh, alright. It's going to be Vasily. And Vasily's going to be showing us an ordinary mortal novice necromancer. Pretty cool. Hey, not bad. Not a bad box, right? Pretty happy about that. So we ended up with our one unique foil, which is pretty rad. It was in the 3rd pack. And yeah, pretty good box. Any box with a unique foil is a good box if the averages are to be trusted. That people are talking about 1.5 per case. But let me just, let me show you a couple of the bigger hits that we've pulled from our boxes or on some streams. This one, I think, we talked about it. Look at that. Foil, unique, Key to the City. Now this one, I think this is going to end up being the best card in the set. I really do. I think it's going to just, like, once we see it in gameplay, it's just going to explode. This little guy is pretty cool, too. That's pretty nice. And these are all listed for sale. Bone Kite. I really like Bone Kite. Big old dragon, but look at the hidden stuff here in the art. Really like that a lot. It's pretty cool. And I got a couple of cool foil avatars here. Ironclad and Interrogator. I think Interrogator is turning into probably going to be a really good avatar. Probably going to be super good, but man, Ironclad's art, pretty rad. And then this is just kind of, I don't know, fan favorite. Just got this one the other day. The art on him, just unbelievable. With the Void Walk, whenever he enters a void location, he kills all enemies there. You would think it would be all minions to like have a little bit of balance. But man, he's just gonna wreck. And look at, it's got like spaceships and stuff behind him. It's so cool. So cool. Oh, I have this Shrine of the Dragonlord here. This is what Oso pulled out of the Dragonlord box for his giveaway last week. These are currently $199 on TCG Player. I'm sorry, $299, excuse me, on TCG Player. And I sell them at 90%, $270. But if you mention this video, I'll knock another 10 bucks off. I got a couple of these left. But you guys, I'll say it again, Dragonlord, it's going to dry up. And the prices are going to go up. There's going to be something that happens. It's going to happen very quickly out of nowhere. So if you're on the fence, now's the time. But for now, we're going to keep enjoying Gothic. And yeah, unique foil box with 2 elite foils seems pretty good to me. It's another reason, if you think about it, you guys, you pull 2 elite foils, don't stop opening the rest of that box. But how's your experience going? Let me know. Appreciate a like and a subscribe. check out the Discord, and yeah, thanks for stopping by.